So, this isn't my normal kind of video that I would make, but I feel like it's important to talk about this. Somewhat recently, we unfortunately got robbed, and I just want to say now that we are okay. It's just a saddening story. So, it all began when we were back in Colombia. It started around 5 in the morning, I guess you could say, and we were going to the bus station, or to wait for the bus to go to the airport to fly to Lima, Peru. And on our way and as we went to the bus station, it ended up being around 5:30 in the morning. It was daylight, but there wasn't really many people on the streets, so we didn't think anything wrong about it. When we got to the bus station, we stood there for a few minutes, and then a few minutes later, a man came by, and he was waiting for his bus, just like us. I don't think he was going to the airport though. And then a few minutes later after that, another man came to wait on his bus, and then the man that had came before hopped on the bus that had just came, and we assumed that he was just going to where he wanted to go to. Around 5 minutes after that, a car pulled up asking for IDs, and showed an ID and was flashing his ID. We're not really sure what happened as far as that goes. And so we showed him our passports, and then the one guy that was also standing with us showed him his passports, and so then the guy that was in the car also showed it, like he was saying, your phone, and so we just kind of showed him our phone, and he told us to hand it over to him, and so my mom and my dad handed their phones over to the guy, and so did the other guy that was with us. He handed his over first, and then they gave him his phone back and his IDs, and so we didn't figure there was anything wrong with it. We all had somewhat of a bad feeling, but it was nothing that we should have been worried about, or that we should have been worried about at least. And then he was asking if we had any computers or money or anything, and we told him that, and then he asked if we had any money, and we told him that we only had a card. And so my dad handed him the dead ATM card, and then when the guy that was showing the ID handed the stuff over to the driver, we knew that something bad was gonna happen. And the guy that had been waiting with us, he hopped in the car, and I don't know why, but I was kind of thinking it was like an Uber, like some sort of weird sketchy Uber that I didn't really want to take. And then after asking for a few more things, the driver slammed on the gas and drove away with our 2 phones and a dead ATM card. The good news is that I never gave over my phone just because I couldn't get to it, and like I said, it was a dead ATM card, so it served us no use, and we're currently in the process of still getting some phones back, but we're all right. I just want to say that again, but I also want to say that there are a lot of bad people in this world, but I don't want any of you to think that there's more bad people than good. 99.9% of people are good, but there's still that 0.0, there's still that 0.1% that's bad. And so we learned our lesson. We know how to be careful about dangers like that. And we'll know how to look and spot out for that sort of thing next time. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.